Have you guys ever wondered how to get the perfect X frame and get those lats flaring out to improve your proportions? I'm gonna show you 3 simple exercises you can do literally today from start to finish technique to get huge lats. Without further ado, let's get it.
Yo, I think you're doing this wrong.
We should put another bench on that bench. Come on the bench like you're gonna. Okay, so first exercise we're gonna do is a unilateral row from about mid to high height. And what we wanna do here is we wanna reach with lat and then we wanna drag that elbow into the hip pocket. And you can see I can really maximize lat contraction here. It's like the same thing when you pull into a back double and you want to think here. That's the same thing you want to do. A lot of people, you tend to pull to chest. We want to think pull elbow into that almost back pocket of your pants. I'll show you what that looks like. So I've got my specialized handle. It will be coming out very soon. You don't even need to use a lifting strap and it hooks you right in. It also won't look like this. It will look much cooler. I literally made this in my garage. The final product is going to look sick. So what I'm going to do here is grab. I'm gonna push myself back on this bench, wrap around. I want to set myself out here. So instead of being perfectly straight on, I wanna align that lat. So you see, I'm gonna press this hand hard against the bench. I'm gonna reach with the lat low. You see how that locks me in? Instead of reaching like this, I'm gonna drop in and reach with lat. And then what I wanna do is, like I said, pull that elbow into that hip pocket. So I wanna push down and through, forward, 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 keeping in lat, keeping in lat, keeping in lat, and then drag that elbow in right in that hip pocket. But you see, this is what everybody does when they row like this. You see how I turn the hand over it? Keep it neutral. Do not come and pronate the hand. Go straight neutral and then drag that elbow in, down into that hip pocket. There's probably one of my favorite lat exercises. Everybody always asks, why are you doing unilateral movements? Why don't you just do both hands at once? The answer for me is a couple. Number one, I get to bias out. So like you saw, instead of thinking straight on here, what I get to do is align with those lat fibers better. So instead of being here, look how that opens up my lat and puts me in that perfect position to maximize force through that target muscle group. And that's what we're here to do, guys. How do we maximize the amount of force and mechanical tension in the target muscle with as minimal amount of fatigue, balancing? So I could do this standing, but I'm gonna lose this extra bracing point and you're not gonna get nearly the amount of stimulus. Number two is I can really isolate one lat than the other. I can really feel it. And a lot of times people are having imbalances, especially in their lats. So this allows me to try to match my form, my intensity, and my weight between my right and left hand to correct any imbalances over time. Okay, exercise 2, my favorite, low lat. Technically, your lat is one big muscle group, but I feel like you can bias up closer to teres, which is right underneath the armpit, versus I feel he's damn near my hip. And if you can develop your lats towards your waist, that's gonna start building that X frame closer to where it ties in versus the top, where a lot of people actually have a little more development. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use rope or specialized handle. You can even use just a grip for these. I like something that can split my hands a bit. I'm gonna walk these back. I'm gonna push my elbow on this, whatever bench you have. I have a curved bench, but you can use a regular one here. We're gonna kick over the top. I wanna find basically my nipple line to the edge of the bench, right here. And then what I wanna do, instead of pulling high, I wanna drag right along the level of the bench. So watch this. I just wanna drag it, elbows right into that pocket. But that's gonna allow me to stay in lats. That little manipulation, instead of pulling here, you see how it's all upper back? Just keeping the hands neutral, and then dragging into that hip pocket right here. So keep those hands low, hands neutral. Don't turn them over. When you turn your hands over to pronated, it's gonna shoot all that tension into your rear delts and rhomboids. So here, push down and through, and then stay low. And just tuck those elbows right into those back pockets. Reach with lats, 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 lats. Drag right into that hip pocket. Reach, neutral, pull low, and just shoot those elbows back. The other thing I see is don't need to do this. Is pull the chest up, unnecessary. You're gonna lose that line of pull. Stay down on it and just pull in. And I call this exercise the humbler, and the reason is you can't use momentum, you can't use change in torso angle. I'm sure you guys have seen the ego lifters in the gym ripping heavy reps, changing torso angle. We don't want to do that. We want to stay right on this pad and just let our lats drag that weight and reach. And you see that? It's low, 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 boom, right in the hip pocket.
Yo, I think you're doing this wrong.
Yeah, oh, dude, that's listed gym advice, bro? Okay, yeah. So extra. Okay.
Yeah, you got to put this
Show me.
This bench. Like, I try it out.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
You just want to pull your elbows into the back pocket of your pants. Crazy, right? Yeah, they just keep the chest down. You don't need to pull it up. Just pull with just your lats. That's crazy good right there. That's it. You see that shit? All the way through here. Nice, keep the hands a little lower, like aim, like track right along the bench. You see that? Oh, yeah. Last exercise of the day, we are going to do a bench supported cable pullover. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen those dope Nautilus, or a lot of brands have. Panada has a really good one, pullover machine. What is really nice about a pullover machine, it's got a really, really nice profile in terms of resistance, where unlike a dumbbell, where when you get up to the top, you're basically stacking the joint, you have no resistance. So what I'm gonna do is try to mimic that as well as possible. I'm gonna use a bench setup here at about 65 degree angle. We're gonna set this up. We wanna put this out and make sure we're perfectly in alignment. So I use that and make sure I'm perfectly in line. And the way to set these up is easy as hell. You just come on the bench like you're gonna, don't come on.
Yeah, boy.
Don't come on the bench. You sit back on the bench. And then you reach back, and we're here, we're in it. So we're just gonna like slide down like we're on a slide. We're gonna lock in. The first thing I wanna do is tuck my elbows. So I used to do these, and I was like #1 person to do this mistake, is because I feel it more in my teres, right underneath my armpit, as I flare my elbows and I go like that. I wanna tuck to really, see how that turns my lats on here? I wanna almost crunch core, and then I wanna think without changing my elbow angle at all. The #1 mistake I see on these is this. It's turning into a row. We're not rowing, guys, we're pullover. So we want to maintain that slight elbow bend here, and we want to just pretend like we're pulling down a seatbelt on a roller coaster. I don't know if you've ever seen those, where you want to just keep your arms at that angle and push forward. Oh my God, it feels so good, dude. It's crazy. Oh, I love it. I'm a smart boy. So I want to reach here, not so far that I lose lats and straighten the arms. Right here, see, I'm still locked in lats, and then I want to push forward. Oh, and the bracing on this is so good. Keep it in lat, keep it in lat, keep it in lat, and then push forward. Just out of there. Don't go all the way to here, because then you're gonna lose lats. Just to the point where you can keep from rolling the shoulders over it. So here, push forward. Just to there. Any further, watch what happens with my shoulders when I go all the way down. See that? My shoulders push up. I stack the joint, I lose lats. Tuck, push forward. Oh my God, dude. Oh my gosh. Also, I do prefer a slightly angled grip here instead of a bar, because what that does is it puts me into that tucked elbow position a lot easier than if my hands were on a straight bar. It's harder to do this, whereas I'm here, so I can tuck really easily. So that is my 3 exercises. Try those out. Comment below if you're loving that. Comment below if you're loving this style of video. My torque gear is on the way. It will not look like this. It will look really sick, but super excited. Thank you guys for my support and my whole journey. It means the world to me. Without further ado, I'll see you on the next video.